goodness it's lunchtime. You're just wandering over the playground to go sit with your friends when there's a rumbling and the ground starts to roll under your feet. It goes on for 10 seconds and you realise when it's over that you forgot to do the turtle. You've been practicing earthquake drills so much so you're prepared for aftershocks, but it's hard to do the turtle when the ground is moving like a roller coaster. It's pretty chaotic, but everyone at school seems okay. The teachers hand out our phones so that we can try to call our parents, but most messages don't get through because the lines are overloaded. A few hours later, when you're finally home, feeling lucky that it's still standing, but there is a lot of damage, you're watching the news and it all starts to sink in. It was a 6.3 magnitude earthquake that hit your hometown of Christchurch, and 185 people had been killed. But why so much devastation? Let's take a look. We all know the story of the three little piggies, right? The ones that made their houses out of straw and sticks. We were quick to judge them. We knew they'd be blown down. But we had high hopes for the little piggy that made his house out of bricks. We thought he was pretty smart. But what if we told him that the land under his house was going to turn to liquid one day and swallow his house up? Maybe he'd think twice and realize it's not just about what you build it with. It's about what you build it on. And I know it may seem dramatic saying the ground could turn to liquid, but that's exactly what happened during the 2011 earthquakes. One of the biggest causes of widespread destruction was liquefaction. Liquefaction? Well, it's a process that temporarily turns firm ground into a liquid. Liquefaction is like quicksand. It happens when sandy or silty soils below the water table are violently shaken about. And a lot of the Whenua in Christchurch is just like this. Soil loses its ability to support any weight, so things sink into it, even really big things. Lots of liquefaction, lots of problems. Buildings were tilted, roads were cracked, pipes were damaged, the list goes on. The nursery rhyme might make it sound fun, with the crooked man, with the crooked house and the crooked mouse, but in reality, it's not so fun. And it wasn't just liquefaction that caused so much harm. Buildings collapsed in the CBD, there were rockfalls in Littleton, landslides in Sumner, boulders rolling down the Red Cliffs. The earth was shaken in so many different ways. It's easy to take the land for granted, especially when we think it will always be solid under our feet. Things like earthquakes give us new respect for the power and importance of our whenua. When Mother Earth gives us a big hint that we shouldn't build houses here, we probably shouldn't build houses here. Mother knows best. In the aftermath of the 2011 earthquakes, certain areas were designated red zones. Whole suburbs became empty fields. We can't control everything that happens to our whenua, but we can learn lessons and try to deepen the connection between the land and the people. We are just like the three little piggies. Yes, it's important to think about what we build things with, but maybe, just maybe, it's even more important to think about what we build things on. Mother Earth, Papatūānuku. She is the source of life after all. Thank you.